Andersen Fairytales. Thumbelina. Thumbelina. There was once a woman who longed for a child. So desperate was she that she asked for help from a witch, who gave her a seed, telling her to watch what happened when she planted it in a flower pot. A beautiful flower grew, and when the bud opened, there inside was a tiny girl, no bigger than your thumb. The woman loved her dearly and called her Thumbelina. Thumbelina's bed was a walnut shell, and she could row it across a bowl with the aid of horsehairs as oars. One night, when she was asleep in her shell, a hideous toad stole her as a bride for his son. But a stag beetle rescued her and flew with her to the treetops. The stag beetle seated Thumbelina on a leaf, brought her a sweet flower to eat, and proceeded to pay her compliments. However, when the other beetles came to visit the new arrival, they thought her very ugly. "Oh dear, she has only 2 legs," said one. "And no feelers at all," added another. In truth, Thumbelina was very beautiful, but the stag beetle who had taken her began to believe the others and decided to let her go. He flew down to the ground with her, placed her on a daisy, and flew away. Thumbelina was able to find food and shelter in the summer, but when winter came, she was cold and hungry, for her clothes were in rags and snow covered her food. If she had not found the home of a kind field mouse, she would surely have died, but the mouse took care of her, and in return, Thumbelina told the mouse and a friend, the old blind mole, many stories. The mole fell in love with the tiny girl and dug a tunnel so that she could walk in safety. One day she found a swallow there. It was nearly dead, but Thumbelina cared for it till it could fly away. The mouse was pleased when the mole proposed to Thumbelina and helped her to spin her trousseau, but Thumbelina did not want to marry the mole and live underground, away from the sun. She went into the sunshine for the last time and asked the flowers to give the swallow her love if ever they saw him again. Just then, there was a joyous tweet, and there was a swallow. He persuaded Thumbelina to fly on his back to warmer lands. When they reached the swallow's sunny summer home, the prince of the flower spirits fell in love with Thumbelina, and they were married and lived happily ever after. The end.